Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this throw caught left side. And some space here. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. Gets around it. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll run here with Akers. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to run with Akers. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Cam Akers, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Jones. Caught out left side by Robinson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 36 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, here's Stafford, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
The keeper. An 8-yard pickup. And the Rams.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Rams 7, Bills nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams.
Complete to Tyler Higbee.
Tyler Higbee. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Rams 14, Bills 7. For Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Rams on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's White. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
26 months. Got it. Not yet. 26 months. 26 months. Let him know. Let him know. Roger, 5-0. Check 24.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Flacco. And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Jones uncorks one for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 45-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford escaping the pressure right. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
1-yard gain brings up 6.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Play action, Stafford. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Woods.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
Operating from the gun. Stafford going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, I know it's hard to believe sometimes that a guy who was rated in the top 5 running backs in the draft could be a little bit underrated, but I thought that about Cam Akers. One of my favorite runners in this draft. We just saw that ability right there. Great vision, terrific speed, has the power to run through tackles and make big plays. Remember, he was a #1 high school kid coming out. Now he's exhibiting that.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
He's checking crap.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for him with Breida. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
And it's 3rd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Jones now on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. From the gun, Stafford eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Throwing again, Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this is caught by Jackson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To the air again, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
First pass, incomplete, out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And in hindsight, probably... should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
20's on red. You can't hang. Gun. 26 months.
On 2nd and 11 now. Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Flacco took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Bills send the punter out, standing just about on his own goal line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing again is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Going right back to Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now it's Stafford.
He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Stafford's pass.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards at a 1st down L.A.
Los Angeles.
Stafford looks to throw again. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick-6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is down to 24.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Akers, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 24 yards. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. Here's Jones, operating from the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
This is Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, Flacco will lead him up as they're going to go for 2. They run it with Breida. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Down, Rams.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15. At the 40.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Complete.
It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Johnny Hecker.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
White now to return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 29-yard line.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Jones on 1st and 10. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Off-play action. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A gain of 37. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
No gain on the play.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
At the 3-yard line.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Intercepted by the Rams. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Hey, go here!
Stafford going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time. 3rd down here.
incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
From the gun again to Henderson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity when